Welcome to another Youth Shorts from the Iowa Girls Wrestling Podcast. Today we have Ogden girl, Aliya Merriam. And how are you doing today?
Very good.
Pretty good. How much school you got left? It's got to be getting close to the end.
I got a week and a couple days left.
Week and a couple days. That's always a fun time of the year. I love that. So you go to Ogden schools, and Ogden has just been, kind of one of the in the forefront of girls wrestling. I will tell you, I was at the very first Iowa girls high school tournament with 11 girls there. Um, what is it like being at the Ogden school? Do you have a good support system there, or which club do you go? You go to the Boone Club, right?
Yeah.
Does Ogden have a club right now, or for girls, or is it Boone's got the?
No.
Gotcha. So it's just Ogden just has a everybody wrestling club, but Boone has a girls club. Is that correct?
Yes.
So what do you like about the girls club over in Boone?
Um, I have like a lot of like support there and a lot of more friends and people I know, and I can be myself around them.
Yeah, some of the Boone girls are original ones, like Avery and Anna Sundel. And I think probably Avery
Yes.
probably does she help help coach with the youth club at
Yeah,
all or
she's one of the coaches in Boone.
very good. Yeah, I kind of they were around when I was first getting started with girls wrestling. So what's your favorite subject in school?
Probably ELA.
And why do you like that?
Um, I like reading sometimes, and it's just like a fun class to learn English and different type of languages.
Very good. Um, you do some other activities. I know you didn't go to Twin Rivers this year because you were playing softball. What other activities do you do besides just wrestling?
I do softball and free time I do volleyball.
Volleyball. And you said you're a pitcher. And so
Yes.
that's a skill that takes a lot of work. How often do you work on pitching?
Every day.
Every day. It is a hard skill. So how long have you been pitching though? You've been doing it for quite a while?
Yeah, I've doing it since I was like eight-ish.
That is really cool. I've always wanted to be able to do that, but I am not good. I am not good with an underarm throwing. Actually, overarm either. I wasn't a very good baseball player, but I'd like to do it. Um, so how did you get started wrestling?
Um, I found my way with my brother. He would always get these medals, and I always wanted them. So I took off him, and one day we had this wrestling practice for girls only, and I went. And the first day I said, I want to wrestle.
Oh, very good. And you said you like medals. This year at AAU State, you did quite well. How did you do this year?
I got first,
And all the other years you've been at AAU State, what place did you get?
third.
That's pretty incredible. That's really good. So what's the environment like at AAU State? Do you like wrestling in the big arena? Is it fun?
I like the big arena.
Very
It's more
nice.
wide.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good for you to get that experience. So when you get into high school and you go into bigger arenas, it's not so scary. Other tournaments that you've gone to, maybe out of state, have you been to a few different tournaments?
Yeah, I've been to South Dakota Nationals.
Now that Black Hills Nationals, that's a long trip to go wrestle. How did you do there? Do you remember?
I got first.
Very good. Awesome. Um, let's go through your favorite moves. On your feet, what's your favorite takedown?
Probably my double.
Double. Very good. If you're on top, how are you going to pin somebody?
My blitzer.
That's a great move to use. When you're on the bottom, how do you get away or get a reversal?
A big bridge or a fat man roll.
I'm a fat man roll every day. I love them. I've had the girls we have had some very good success with that. Kind of some different questions that maybe aren't necessarily wrestling questions. What's your favorite color?
Um, Probably a blue or light pink.
Okay. And do you have any pets?
I do.
What do you have?
I have two dogs and a cat.
Two dogs and a cat. What kind of dog? Do you know what kind of dogs they are?
One's a mix and one's a golden retriever.
A little bit bigger dogs then. If you could have any pet you wanted, anything, what do you think you'd get?
Ooh, probably a ferret or a bird.
My daughters have had all those things and I feel sorry for your mom if you get one. So those ferrets are they're fun, but boy, they're interesting. Do you listen to music before you wrestle?
I do.
What's your favorite songs to listen to or types of songs?
Probably a lot of country,
Do you have a
couple
favorite
rap in there.
do you have a favorite country artist?
Not really.
Just a lot of different songs. Do you have a favorite song?
Probably OD by Waylon Wyatt.
Very good. Um, as especially as a youth wrestler, and I know I always did. I looked up to older wrestlers and stuff. Is there a wrestler that you look up to, and maybe it's a high schooler, or maybe it's even somebody on the world team? Is there someone that kind of inspires you to be a better wrestler?
Um, Kylie Welker and Mackenzie Aarons.
Those are two great choices. Mackenzie Aaron's been on many trips with Mackenzie Aaron. She's a great person. Never met Kylie, but I'd sure like to. She's a great wrestler. If there was someone at your school, maybe a friend in your class, that wanted to try wrestling or thought about wrestling, why would you tell them to do it?
It's a fun competitive sport. You get to meet new people around the world and get to like see different strengths that people have, and it's just something really fun to do.
Well, very good. Well, I've gone through all my questions. I really appreciate you coming on, and I'm glad you did this. Uh, I will talk to you later. How's that sound?
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.